I wouldn't want my kids to go to school and be like, oh, Dad, we learned about you can choose if you want to be a man or a woman. I'm like, but you're 5 years old. Why is that the main criteria?
Islamically, the woman should be at home, she should help, and the man should be providing financially. But I'm also on the point that if my wife does want to work, I would allow her. That's surprising.
I saw you with a lady, like a different lady every time.
When you chase Allah, Allah runs after you 10 times more, which I'm a big believer in. So with me, religion plays an extremely important part in my life right now. So I'm basically nothing without it, in my opinion.
That's fake.
Yeah.
You probably agree with me.
I agree.
I can sit here right now and post a Lamborghini in Dubai. Oh, Cammy's got money. Easy.
So you've done that though, right?
Of course I've done that. 100% I've done that.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Couch Convos, and today we are here with Cammy and Danzy, and if you're familiar with the TikTok world, you'll know exactly who they are. Boys, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name's Danzy. I create content on TikTok and I also do real estate on the side.
I'm Cammy. I do TikTok as well and I do a bit of modelling, and that's me.
For those that don't know you guys and probably wondering who on earth you are, tell us a bit more about you. How did you guys get into TikTok?
I started in my room, and this was 3 years ago.
What, during lockdown?
No, before lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I downloaded the app because everyone downloaded it. And I thought, you know what, let me make content. This is Cammy with no beard, trim was dead. It probably still is dead to some people, isn't it? I just made a video, it decided to go viral, and I kept it up, and then next thing you know, I've just gone viral. And I've just rolled with it, I'll be honest with you.
Viral for what? Being yourself? What content?
I feel like I am myself. I've got a character on TikTok which people think, oh, Cammy's a player, this, that. But that's just my persona, that's just who I am on TikTok. Outside of TikTok, I feel like I'm alright.
And Danzy, what about you?
So I started just before lockdown. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of like bored. I was a complete different person. I was like 40 kg bigger. I had no confidence. I just
oh really?
40 kg bigger, yeah. And then I just started making funny comedy videos. I'm like, everyone's on it. Let me just see what the hype's all about. Started making videos, and then from there, I just decided to go into my own niche. And then we're here today.
And what kind of niche do you do?
So initially, I just used to make comedy videos, but then I saw there was like not much Muslim influence in the community, which I would have liked, and I thought like in that sense I could help myself and also help the rest of the community. And then I stuck with it, and Alhamdulillah, we're here today.
Okay, so we're going to play a little game. It's called Muzz Icebreakers. This is a feature that's actually on the app. So to avoid dead chats, we're going to...
Did it work though?
Yeah, it does. Of course it works.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see what these icebreakers are.
So yeah, I'm going to get you guys to pick a Muzz icebreaker and then ask each other.
Shall I go first or do you go first?
Go.
I'm asking you, by the way.
Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, and yourself.
This is actually a very good question. Do you believe in an Islamic school for your children?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I went through it. I went through Islamic school. I mean, Islamic school in the sense of I'm learning about the Quran, etc. But I feel like it's good. It's extremely beneficial. Yeah. I mean, what did they teach you in normal schools? I mean, in the UK, if you don't have that, you're only going to learn about normal school. How are you going to learn about your religion? Whereas I know a lot of, like my family, a lot of Muslims these days, kids go to school, then they go to an Islamic school. So you have both. So I think
when I was young, I went to obviously like school, and then I did Arabic class.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like where they taught you about the Quran, because remember, I don't know if you guys did Arabic.
I didn't myself go to Islamic school.
But it's like they teach you like how to read the Quran, but you don't actually understand. You don't understand the meaning. You don't understand anything.
Yeah.
Like past that.
I would send my kids to an Islamic school in today's society, and you'll probably know what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, I agree.
And everyone watching.
Well, I know, expand for those that don't understand.
What I'm trying to say is the things they teach in school is not something I want my kids to learn.
Agreed.
What are some things that you don't want them to learn?
How can I say this? Look.
What are some things that you feel like they shouldn't teach then?
It's not that they shouldn't teach. I feel like there's a certain age you should teach it.
Yeah, and what is that?
I'm talking about the whole LGBT, you can be your own gender, you can decide who you want to be. Great, cool.
I mean, back in our day it was fine because we wasn't really taught about that.
No, but back in our days you had the sex education, and you had to go home, get your mum to sign the permission slip to get taught about it and whatnot. In today's society, I know schools...
But sex education, that's a little bit different because it's just kind of teaching you like how babies and stuff.
No, but right? I know some parents out there that maybe, I don't know, their 5-year-old daughter or son doesn't want to be taught about, you know what, son, you can choose your own gender.
Yeah, no.
there's a certain age that should be taught. And I wouldn't, as a parent, I'm saying this, I wouldn't want my kids to go to school, but like, oh, Dad, we learned about you can choose if you want to be a man or a woman. I'm like, but you're 5 years old. Why is that the main criteria?
Yeah.
I feel like it's pushed upon at an age where whatever they take to just automatically sink in.
Exactly.
And it's the worst thing to do. It's like they're forcing it upon them, in my opinion.
And I feel like, if you disagree if you want, 5 years old, you can say anything to a child.
Yeah,
and
you can.
Agreed, exactly.
Because they're learning themselves, like, about this world. You know?
Yeah. And in Islamic school, again, Islam hasn't changed. Islam is one religion that has not changed, and it sticks to its rules. So what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. If I send my child to an Islamic school, yes, it'll be a bit stricter, but I know they're not getting, I'm not saying brainwashed, but they're not getting taught silly things at a young age.
Yeah, that's one of my reasons why I'd rather, in the future, I want to live in a Muslim country. I don't want to be in the Western side just because it's
I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of people say that now, though. Like, they want to move to a Muslim country.
I agree with Sam. Yeah.
Don't say it yet, though.
Inshallah.
I know something about it, but I don't want you to say it. No.
But yeah.
Just so your children can have a better kind of, like, Islamic...
Look, there's a lot of crime in the Western community. In Dubai, there's no crime at all. I said it with my chest. I left my phone on the beach for 2-3 hours.
And it was there when
It
was there when you...
Okay.
Hey, man, they'll probably leave 10 dirhams there, but you left your things there. Let me leave cash there for you. Dubai is safe, but personally myself, I want to move to Saudi. My dream is to be a worker at in Mecca.
Oh wow.
Little money, but I know I can do Umrah when I want. I'll get rewards for cleaning the cars and whatnot on the floors. And I know for a fact my kids are going to be chilling. My wife will be chilling.
Oh, that was nice. I loved it.
That was very cute. I didn't expect that.
Humble life, man.
Nice. Okay, right. Danzy, pick an icebreaker.
What is the role of religion in your life now? I like that.
Ooh, that's a good
it's a big
one.
role.
Go on, Cammy, you start.
During Ramadan, I don't know. I always say Ramadan. I don't know why. During Ramadan, I pray 5 times a day and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, I've slacked a lot, but I'm starting to pray my 5 times prayer. And I feel like in a world that's gone crazy, it keeps you sane as a man and woman. It teaches you what's right and wrong. Mm-hmm. And if you're not close to your deen, you're not going to care if you're doing wrong or right.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why prayer is important. It keeps you in check.
With me, I feel like religion is everything, especially at this time in my life. I feel like without my religion, I'm nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a big believer in the fact that, for example, praying 5 times a day, I feel like whenever I'm slacking, something always goes wrong. You always have to look back and come back to religion. Without having that trust or faith and belief in Allah, me personally, I feel like I'm nothing. I can't move forward. Or if I'm not praying, if say for example I miss a prayer, I know in the back of my head it really annoys me. And I know whenever something goes wrong in my life, or like I'm losing a deal or something like that, I know when I go back to praying, something always comes. Something always comes when you give to Allah. When you chase Allah, Allah runs after you 10 times more, which I'm a big believer in. So with me, religion plays an extremely important part in my life right now. So I'm basically nothing without it, in my opinion.
We're going to do one more. Cammy?
Pick a card and you can't. Oh, I got that one. Let go of it at least. In a marriage, a husband role is?
I love this question.
I love this question as well.
Provider. Mm-hmm. He provides for the family. He brings the income in. He supports the family. He brings everything to the table, in my opinion. A husband should support the family financially, put food on the table. He should work. Islamically, the woman she should be at home, she should help, and the man should be providing financially. But I'm also on the point that if my wife does want to work, I would allow her.
Islamically, of course, if my wife said, I don't want to work, you pay for the bills, I'm like, all right, cool. But we live in a world where that's impossible. We live in the UK, everything's going up. So it's impossible for a man who, let's just say, is on 35, 40 grand a year to run a house. Your mortgage, the gas bill.
But if you're living with the in-laws?
Of course, if you're living with in-laws,
fine.
That's different.
Right.
But let's just say you live by yourself. She goes, I want my own house, but you know what? I don't want to work. I want to stay at home with the kids. How's a single man in this day and age, with the food prices going up, mortgage going up, water bills going up, expect to pay for everything? You're not going to have nothing left.
Well, before you get into the marriage, you would know your situation.
Oh, of course, but
yeah.
Let's just say a woman changes her mind and goes, you know what, we're married, I know we spoke about this, but I don't want to work.
But you guys would have the conversation beforehand.
Of course,
you wouldn't be in you wouldn't choose to marry someone and be in that situation.
But it happens. But of course, if let's just say I'm financially stable, I've got millions in my account or thousands in my account, and my wife goes, I don't want to work. Of course, 100%, stay at home.
Yeah.
Chill, do what you need to do. Of course, I agree.
I feel like there's always a level of compromise. If she says that, okay, fine, I'll help you, I don't mind, that's fine. I mean, me personally, I would never force it upon her. But
you can't.
Yeah, that's one thing I agree you can't. But I think you need to have that level of compromise depending on your situation at the time.
Okay, like you're the man of the house, and if anything happens, it's on you. Someone breaks in, your wife ain't going downstairs. Well, I hope not.
You are.
Because I said, who's in my house, bro? Come out right now. And you're just there like, I'm so glad my wife's protecting me. You know, mum.
So are you guys on any kind of apps, dating apps, marriage apps?
Hit the stage.
Yes. That's what you need to do. Yes. I don't have time for it. I'll be honest with you, I just don't have time for it. I've got it, it's there, and it's just there. That's it. I don't have time for it.
Have you been to any of like our kind of Muzz events and stuff? I think we saw you at the
I went to your
1000 speed dating event in Chigwell.
In Chigwell, yes.
How was it?
Busy. It's hard. It was hard for me.
It was hard for you. I
That's
saw
surprising.
I saw you with a lady, like a different lady every time. Every
I don't know what you're on about, man. That wasn't me. That was my
Every
twin.
time I was there.
You know what? The reason it was hard for me, everyone knew me.
Yeah.
And that sounds very arrogant.
What, from TikTok?
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be arrogant. It's just my face is out there. And every table I sat at, I've seen you on TikTok. I've seen you on TikTok.
And what was your response?
There's not much you can say, but like, yeah, I do a few videos on TikTok. Yeah, no, I'm there. Yeah, you're probably thinking, what the hell? But you can't really speak to a girl after they said that, because then all of a sudden you're thinking in your head, okay, cool, they've seen me on TikTok. Are they chatting to me because of TikTok, because they want something, or I don't know. And then you can't really be yourself, because I don't want people to think I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot when I'm on outside of TikTok. I'm me.
So did you find any like
I
potential
didn't.
matches? No.
I didn't.
Oh. So what about you, Danzy? What's
So I'm not currently on the scene. I feel like I don't think I'm ready. As in, I feel like I want to still build my career, still grow up, because I think I'm mature, but I still want to be. I'm still a bit.
Right now, then? Very nice, ticks all the boxes.
If a woman ticks all the boxes and it's all perfect, and then my parents approve, family approves, then I don't have a reason to say no, in my opinion.
a common problem that we have is ghosting. Why do you guys ghost?
Hey, what do you mean, why do you guys go?
Why do you guys ghost? What is the reason that you don't communicate?
What is the reason?
Communicate, ghost in what sense?
Ghosting as in you don't respond back to someone that you are either talking to or getting to know, you then cut off all ties. Why do you guys just cut off?
I feel like most guys either do it because, I mean, it comes back to intention. If their intention is pure but they see something wrong, or they don't like something about the woman, then maybe they might.
You know what? Guys can't be bothered having that conversation with a woman because it gets techie.
Techie?
Yeah.
Technical.
Sorry.
When you guys ghost, you're literally going to have that girl thinking, what have I done wrong? As a mature guy, you would know actually telling a girl the reason why it's either ended or we're not talking, it's better than just her thinking, what if?
The key word you used was a grown man. A grown man would do that, but there's a lot of boys or people that don't take things seriously. Women do it as well. Women are not.
Yeah, no, women do it as well.
Women do it, but in a technical way. When I say men or guys don't like having that conversation because they just can't be bothered, you're like, you know what? She's not my girl. There's no like relationship. There's nothing. Why do I need to have that conversation with her?
How is female attention like as an influencer? Do you guys like being called influencers? Is it a bit like?
It's cringy.
What do you prefer, content creator?
Yeah, I prefer content
Okay.
creator.
I don't see myself. I'm a normal person. I've just got views and followers. Anyone can have it. That's what it is.
I mean, to be honest, it means nothing when
It
you're
means
gone.
nothing.
you
It
know?
means nothing,
Really
man.
and
You don't take that in your grave, am I?
Yeah, exactly. So how is it though? How is female attention as a content creator?
Go on, Cam.
Why is it always me? You go first.
You're the guy on the lives.
Yes, it's good. Attention-wise, it's good. Yeah, cool. I'm getting attention from different girls. Yeah, happy days. But I'm growing up in, like, if I was young, 21, 22, 20 years old, that would excite me.
Yeah, it would be so exciting for a
I'll be real,
child.
right now, I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care. Because at the end of the day, cool, you're chatting to me, nice. Well, where's it gonna go? I mean, nowhere. So why do I need to talk to you? You're someone's daughter at the end of the day. So I don't want to have that disrespect and carry on talking to you and leading you on when it ain't gonna go anywhere. You know?
I feel like with me at the start, it's obviously quite exciting. Because you know what it is? With me, because when I started, I was quite big, don't get me wrong. So I didn't used to get that much attention. So once I kind of like cut the weight down, I kind of got a bit of attention. At the start, I used to kind of excite me, okay, cool, I'm getting all this attention. But now that I've kind of grown up a bit, or I'm more into like, I've grown in on like the platform, etc.
Where does it go?
It doesn't bother me.
Where does it go, bro?
It doesn't faze you anymore.
As in, if I go on my request and I saw a few messages, I won't reply at this moment.
It's just something you grow out of, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, I feel like 100%.
It just doesn't excite you.
And at the same time, I agree with Cam's point, like, when it comes to like women, etc., like I personally couldn't mess around with a woman, mainly because I know I've got like two sisters ahead of me, in front of me. I've got my own mother, so I couldn't imagine doing that to another person's daughter.
Obviously, like when you guys do settle down in the future, like would you still be active on social media after being married?
Yes, because you made a point saying you can have social media for income, or you can just have social media to just scroll through it. Mine's my income. My wife will have all access to my social media. I won't be doing nothing wrong.
You let your wife have access to your social media?
Why wouldn't I?
That's a bit.
I would.
That's a bit mad.
But that's
I think that's a bit.
It's
I
there.
don't know. It's like it's your thing, and if you guys trust each other, it's fine.
No.
Why does she need to have access to it?
She has access to it. I'm not saying she's gonna be in it. She has access to it.
Okay.
Like it's there.
Interesting.
Let's just say she wants to go through my phone, or she might even be my manager. Can post this.
But if she's your manager, that's a whole different thing.
But
like,
she's got access to it. That's my wife. It's like my bank account's there. She's gonna have access to it. Vice versa.
Okay.
You know, like.
I feel like you need to have a bit of like privacy in your own thing. Like
No,
they don't need to have just because you're married to them, they don't need to know your everything, your bank, your social media. Like
No, but that's my wife. There's a reason why I married her.
each their own. You might let
Like,
them have access to everything. But
When I say she has access to it, I'm not saying I don't trust her. She don't trust me. It's there. She knows the passwords. She knows my phone part. It's there. If she ever wants to go for it, not that she would. It's there. That's it.
I feel like for me, it just depends on where social media is then. I mean, I'd love to keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, at the end of the day, if people benefit from it, I have no reason to stop. Unless I get taken down, then that's different.
They're coming for you.
But no, I mean, it just depends on what's happening in the future, where I'm at in the future. I mean,
do you get like a lot of support from the Muslim community?
Yeah, I feel like the Muslim, Alhamdulillah, they're a very, very strong community, especially in the UK. And I can't thank them enough.
You feel like that?
You know what it is? I feel like for my type of content, you get hate
because
regardless.
I feel like Danzy's content is a lot more kind of informative. Like he's telling people this, that, and things like that. Whereas your ones are more like comedy skits kind of
But
things.
I feel like the opposite. I feel like the Muslim community in the UK are toxic.
Oh.
I feel like to an extent they are. It just depends on what the content is. But they are, don't get me wrong, it is very toxic at the same time.
How are they with you, Cammy?
No, you get good ones, don't get me wrong. You get good comments and you get bad comments. But again, I feel like it's toxic. I don't agree. Because I feel like like my friend recently reverted. And it's so hard. And every revert I know has got this problem. The Muslims itself are not supportive to revert.
Oh really?
100%.
Not supportive to
Because
revert?
let's just say a Muslim's got tattoos.
Yeah.
Haram to have tattoos. Why you got tattoos? Allah's watching you. Dayuf. Or, well, that's the wrong word to use, dayuf. But haram, you should get rid of your tattoos right now. You shouldn't be wearing this. You shouldn't be doing this. In fact, we should be encouraging reverts to actually, you know what, you've come into our religion, you've researched it yourself, we're going to support you. Yeah, you've got tattoos, and Islamically, you don't have to remove your tattoos.
A lot of Muslims don't understand that once you revert or convert into a religion, it takes time. Everyone's on their own journey. No revert's going to be perfect as soon as they join the religion. It takes time, but then I agree, there's a lot of toxic people in the community, which will make it harder for them, which I don't agree with. I feel like we should support them, make it easier, not make them harder. Like they're new to it, they just came into the religion. You can't expect them to be 100% perfect. I mean, we were born Muslim, and look how many mistakes we make.
Oh, we make a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so how can we expect
exactly.
someone that's just become Muslim to be perfect?
You know
It
what?
just
But
doesn't
like,
make sense.
okay, why do you think like the Muslim audience are like so harsh though? Like I don't know why
They're very
so...
hypocritical. I'm going to tell you why. Because let's just say I'm making a certain video on TikTok, or let's just say I go on TikTok live with a female. Of course, wrong, but I'll do it for entertainment purposes. Most of these brothers are doing it behind scenes. And then they come on scene saying, Cammy, that's haram, you can't be doing that. In matter of fact, they're worse behind scenes. They're just not going to show it. And back to his point about the revert, my friend got, mashallah, alhamdulillah, Mufti Ming did his shahada
Really?
in Ramadan, yeah. And I took him to that event. Mufti said to me, he goes, look, no one's asking you to be the best Muslim. No one's asking you to be 5-time prayer straight away. It's a journey. Research it, take your time, and slowly get into it. No one's asking you to pray 5 times a day. No one's asking you to do this straight away. Just slowly cut it out. And I think that's the journey about a Muslim, like how it should be. But most Muslims these days, alright, you're reverted, you're Muslim now. That's it, straight 5 times prayer, read the Quran.
I think as a Muslim audience as well, like, it's so, like, people find it so much easier to judge someone.
100%.
You know.
TikTok's fake.
Yeah.
You probably agree with me.
I agree.
I can sit here right now and post a Lamborghini in Dubai. Oh, Cammy's got money. Easy.
But you've done that though, right?
Of course I've done that. 100% I've done that. Not with the Lambo though. I'm not saying alhamdulillah, I haven't worked hard for the money I've got. But I'm just saying it's so easy to trick people.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors,
You live a certain life when actually you
behind
don't.
closed doors, you're probably struggling to pay your bills and whatnot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's why I say, just be yourself on TikTok. I don't act like I've got money. I don't act like I'm a different person. I'm me.
Yeah.
And that's it. And you're probably the same as well.
100%. I feel like I totally agree. I feel like TikTok, people only see like a specific, like a few minutes of your life. Whereas what actually happens is completely different. For example, I'll give you a really good example. With me, a lot of people think I'm this, I'm strict, I'm a sheikh, all this stuff. But like, I'm learning myself. I'm on my journey at the same time. I'm quite different in real life. Like you probably noticed compared to when you first met me, when you started speaking, I'm a lot different when I'm in person.
How are you different from online
As
to
in,
offline?
You're more relaxed though.
Yeah, I'm very relaxed. I love cracking jokes. I like to be funny. Whereas on TikTok, I don't really show that side.
Yeah.
So that's when people who actually like, for example, Cammy, when we first met, he kind of maybe got that just or like that feeling when he spoke.
Okay, so looking forward to the future now. Where do we see Cammy and Danzy in like 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I'd like to be married.
Do you have a certain age you want to be married by, or?
You know, I always say about 27, 28, but I feel like when it happens, it will just happen. Like I can't put an age to it. So hopefully married by then. Hopefully in the Middle East. That's
you
what
want
my
to
plan
be
is.
moved to the Middle East? Okay.
Into the Middle East.
Big boy moves, man.
And then just happy. Just happy with life, happy with my wife, happy with Dean.
Inshallah, man.
Nice.
And happy with Cammy.
I'll be happy next door when we can buy houses next to each other.
I'm down for that.
Cammy, what about you?
Hopefully married. I don't know if that will happen because I got trauma from the past. This is a long story.
Your heart got broken?
Yes, it did.
Badly?
Yes. But yeah, healing still. Which is why I'm not in a relationship right now. I'm just doing me, but hopefully married. Hopefully with 2-3 daughters.
And where do you want to be in your career? Where do you want to be living?
I want to be in Saudi, inshallah. And told you my dream job about in Mecca being a cleaner or something. Helping clean the house of God brings you a lot of rewards, brings you peace, and living with my wife and my kids and living a simple life. If not Saudi, Dubai, and then just out the UK.
Still want to be on TikTok?
It depends where I am. I'll be honest with you. If it brings me a lot of money, then yes. If it doesn't, or I don't see it going anywhere, then probably not. But hopefully, inshallah, we'll see what happens in the future. Allah's the best of planners, and then hopefully living with my boy bands.
So thank you so much for watching, guys. Danzy and Cammy, where can they find you?
For me, you can follow me on all my social medias. It's _Danzy on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. And then if you want to send marriage proposals, see my email.
And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. It's K_MUGHZ, which is Muzz. And Cammy K29 on TikTok. And yeah, send him my marriage proposals.
Other way around, keep.